say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
These four fly white guys from California have been tearing up the charts for almost 40 years.
Separated.
With more than 40 million albums sold, the Offspring are one of the best-selling rock bands in history, playing hundreds of shows worldwide, which could be a dangerous exercise at times. It wasn't until the release of their third album that the angsty foursome gave away their day jobs and proceeded to reinvigorate the 90s punk rock scene.
Original Original.
Now, with a few more greys but just as much rock, the Offspring are back with their first album in nearly a decade. And Noodles and Dexter from the Offspring join us now. Welcome to the project, guys. You were here back in 2018, back when we could have guests on the desk with us in the studio. Have you missed us?
Absolutely.
Yes. Hello.
I can't believe it's been that long.
Yes.
I vaguely remember hearing that when you came and spoke to us on the show, you'd never done a panel interview before. Is that right?
Yeah, we never done anything quite like that before.
Yes.
Why?
Or since.
Well, you guys have just dropped a new album, Let the Bad Times Roll. Was it named after last year?
Pretty much. It's about the time we find ourselves in, for sure.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the world and a lot of crazy, challenging times. And you throw a pandemic on top of that, and it's like, oh my gosh, how much more can we take?
The music's very jaunty and uplifting, even when you're like writing a song about how you don't have sex anymore.
Yeah. I think that one got the more lighthearted treatment because of the subject matter. You know, there's a lot of, we talk a lot about different ills that we see in society on this record. You know, We Never Have Sex is just the fun one.
Yeah, I love the irony of that song, We Don't Have Sex Anymore, and you got the horn out for it. I thought that was great.
It's a horny song.
Boys, on socials recently, you updated your famous line, got to keep them separated, to a phrase that hits a little harder in 2021.
Vaccinated.
It's a great message. What was the reaction like, guys?
Mix. Yeah, we had a lot of people that loved it. We had a lot of people coming at us, from all various corners of the internet. But that's Keep Them Separated guy, Jason Blackball McLean. He's the guy, original guy. He did it here in the studio with us, and we thought it was fun and a worthwhile cause.
Your album Americana was kind of your comment on American culture in the 90s. If you could put your Americana head on now, what sort of album do you reckon you would make?
I mean, a lot of those things we talk about in Americana are still there, but there's just so much more divisiveness now. And it seems like the world leaders are kind of promoting, and a lot of the media as well, they're promoting that divisiveness. Not you guys are great.
Yeah.
But there are media companies, your competitors,
yes,
they're trying to tear us apart, and that's how they either stay in power or how they make their money.
Dexter, you last time you were here, we spoke. You had a PhD in molecular biology, so you could actually be helping with the pandemic, but you decided to release an album instead. Take us through your thinking.
I know. I want to work on solving the pandemic, but I just have to finish this record promo first.
So the video clip for the title track, Let the Bad Times Roll, is pretty hectic. Can you talk us through what's going on?
Yeah, we wanted to talk about how people feel alienated, and then especially during a pandemic. But we didn't want it to be just, super dark and bleak. We wanted there to be some hope. So that's really the whole feeling of the song. There's some really gnarly stuff going on in the world right now, even before the pandemic. At some point, you got to just learn to deal with this and kind of roll with the punches, and try to find the bright moments in between all the bleak stuff.
You got to laugh or you'll cry.
Noodles, I am admiring your magnificent plumage. And I am reminded of the fact that you are an ardent bird watcher. Like, how does a rock star get into bird watching?
You start walking around and you see these things on wings and you wonder what they are, and you go, I'm gonna try to figure out what that thing is. It's really as simple as that. And actually, there's a juvenile bald eagle in the Huntington Beach Central Park right
really?
now.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty exciting stuff.
Exciting,
So-
yeah.
Well, the Offspring's 10th studio album, Let the Bad Times Roll, is out now. Dexter and Noodles, thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you again in the studio one day.
We'll come over in quarantine for weeks if we get to come hang out with you.
Oh, great. We'll do it now. Like you can.
We're on our way.
What a great video, and we've got plenty more. So why not click the subscribe button here? Or is it here? Or is it... Sorry, I can't see the button. I'm not wearing my glasses. But you can see it, so you click on it to make sure you don't miss any more content.